Pivotal addiction. Death is around the corner. Will this addict turn it around?
Hey, Bryan.
Hey.
Tanya.
How are you,
Have
Tanya?
a seat.
Thank you.
Get comfortable. You can sit right over there and crisscross applesauce, as my kids tell me.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for, for meeting me here and having the courage to talk about, this disease, this addiction, and, a strong man would be willing to do that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take me back. Who's Bryan? Who's Bryan when he grew up? Where did Bryan grow up? What did you like to do?
Denver, Colorado. I was destined to be a Colorado Rocky. To be a baseball player.
Where did you play baseball when you were young? What position?
I was a catcher.
Okay.
My legs are pretty bad right now from it,
Okay.
but and I grew about 7 inches. And my senior year, got scouted actually, Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, so
Had
you
a
played in
full-ride
high school?
scholarship.
Oh, for college, full ride?
Yeah, I never made it though.
Okay.
Yeah, never made it.
Why is that?
Head-on collision on I-25. We ended up drinking a few beers after the state finals, and we all got scouted. I was going to be a second string, full-ride scholarship.
So you were drinking beers after, did you guys win the state championship?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you won the state championship, you and your friends went out and had a few beers, and then what happened?
We ate some mushrooms. And,
drank beers, ate mushrooms, and then what happened?
Hit a Dodge Ram van head on. I was in such shock. I walked on a broken leg and a shattered ankle, and then all of a sudden I started bleeding internally, and I blew up like this, like a big basketball. And so they had to cut me open immediately because I was internally hemmorraging from the seatbelt.
What kind of injuries for your car, people in other car, any
From
fatalities?
the car, yeah, the engine block came in and shattered through the front of the passenger.
Any fatalities?
The kid in the back was also on the team. He didn't make the cut, but he was sitting in the middle.
Yeah.
And so his back broke. He broke his spine, he's paraplegic.
So
It was
he's
an awful
paraplegic from that night, and this is a condition for you. And how about your pitcher?
John's now killed himself, actually. He drove over a cliff on Highway 50 going up Little Bear after his 5th DUI. He was going to go back to prison.
What happened to the people in the other vehicle that you guys hit?
They were okay. It was just one man driving.
He was okay.
He was okay.
So you think you got hooked on opioids because?
Well, coming out of the hospital, it took me a year to learn how to walk again.
Okay.
To even move my ankle right. I was on a morphine drip for 31 days.
How long were you in the
intensive
hospital?
care. Well, they're about to give me a colostomy bag because I couldn't poop. Excuse me.
No, that's fine.
It came like the 3rd week. It was like 20 days, and all of a sudden that night I shit the bed. Okay. So all of a sudden my intestinal tract started working again. So they weren't gonna have to cut me open and give me a colostomy. Okay. And so that was like, praise God.
Yeah.
Everything's.
Thank God I took a crap.
Yeah, everything's freaking working.
Right.
And but from there I was in such pain and all the rehabs and whatnot. I started doing a lot of different drugs. The hospital put me on.
Why are you in the hospital? I mean, so.
Sure, I was on morphine. I was on Dilaudid. I had, so many. I can't even remember.
While you're in the hospital, or is this when you?
That's why. But after I left, for the 2 years after, is when I, every month I'm a pain management doctor. Why can you go with pain? Well, it's just fill you full of Oxycontin, give you Lortabs, give you Percocet.
And so, how many pills are you on a day? This is when you come out of hospital.
380s.
18 years old.
Yeah, so 8, 16, 240 milligrams of Oxycontin a day.
So this is 18 years old.
18 years old.
You're home with your mom in a wheelchair, right? Am I getting this right?
Sure.
And you're on all this medication all day. And you're in a wheelchair, so your mom has to help you get these meds, right?
Yes.
But at this time, you actually need them because you're in pain.
Yes.
At what point didn't you need them for pain, but you were using them, you were abusing them?
I think in about 6 months in, I really didn't have that natural energy that I had, and so then I found methamphetamine. And that's when I actually became a serious drug addict, was when I started finding meth.
How do you get with meth? Are you walking by yourself?
My older brother, I'm the youngest of 6.
Okay.
There's only 2 of us alive now.
You're one.
Everyone's died through addiction. My family.
Everyone's died from addiction. So you're getting prescriptions from your doctors because theoretically you still need them. Mm-hmm. So why didn't you just stay with those pills? Why did you have to up the ante to meth?
Everything I'd worked for, like life, shattered.
Yeah.
So imagine at 18 having $208,000 So I ended up, my mom set up a structured settlement for me.
Right.
I said, fuck that. I sued her. I emancipated myself because I was 17 going on 18.
Okay. So you're in your mom's house. Is your mom and dad together?
No.
Because you said your dad was an addict. So he's not in the house, right?
He's not. No,
so you're at home with your mom. She's taking care of you, but you said, I don't want you to manage my money,
Right,
Mom.
she tried to, and she did it right. She set up an annuity payment every month, a 40, 50 grand at 25, another 50
Because she loves you, but...
Right. And I said, hell no. So after 18, after I sued Mom and got the money, I moved to Montana, Missoula.
Okay.
And I thought maybe I'd go to college,
Good.
be U of M. No,
Okay. No?
10-year plan.
No.
Still didn't get a degree.
Okay.
You know, I ended up moving up there, and we ended up being one of the biggest hubs of the... So in Missoula, you have Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Missoula, Montana. On this side, we have Cleveland, Ohio, and we have Michigan over here. So we have a hub of drugs and a little tiny college town.
Okay, wow.
And it's very hippie. It's very, rainbow family. A lot of psychedelics going through there. A lot of festivals. We have South Dakota, North Dakota, Sturgis.
Yeah.
All this stuff coming through. And so and my brother introduced me to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And basically, so that money, just went to re-up, went to buy more drugs, went to cars, hotel rooms, parties, and then I became a DJ.
Now, were you on meth by this time?
Oh, yes.
So you're shooting,
My brother taught me how, and then all of a sudden I met his connection. He's bringing it to me.
So now so you're done with pills for the most part,
and didn't like them.
You're straight up doing meth.
Smoking weed, taking psychedelics.
How old are you now?
At this age, 24.
So tell me how it started spiraling.
That's been one of the most addictive drugs I've ever done because of once I learned how to shoot it was over. Fuck a job, fuck a car, fuck a girl, fuck a relationship, everything. Screw it, I want to get high and that's it.
What's the feeling like? What's that feeling
It's the most
like?
euphoric feeling I've ever felt. I still feel the drop. I'll wake up at night thinking I shot up.
What's that? Tell me.
It's night sweats, it's anxiety, it's I'll chase it through my dreams and then I'll finally get it.
You'll get the high. The high. What does the high do? Where does it take you?
It turns me into something I'm totally not, and I found that out. When I'm on meth, I rob, steal, cheat. I wanna fight and fuck. Excuse my language.
Don't excuse it. You can talk.
You know what I mean? My arms are messed up. That was a miss. I got an infection in that arm. I look pretty good for.
Well, you look great.
Yeah.
You look great. Why'd you end up in prison?
Stealing for drugs.
Was
My money ran out. No family members are left. I'm a freaking hopeless drug addict, literally homeless in the streets. And
in Montana?
No, this was in Las Vegas. I ended up going to Vegas and I lived out there for the last of my addiction. I ran to Las Vegas and I committed identity theft, forgery, and burglary. And so I ended up doing 3 years in prison.
How'd you get to Vegas?
So I committed all these crimes in Colorado. So then I ran to Vegas to try to hide from them. All the money that I had from my father's death, so I ended up getting some more money. Okay. So Dad died, life insurance policy, left me a Cadillac, had a few different things, so I got another chunk of money.
Okay.
I took that chunk of money to Vegas and said, let's end my life, actually. I went to Vegas to try to, I said,
what was the plan?
I brought about 2 grams of black tar and put it all in one rig and said, let's go.
What's black tar?
Black tar is a form of heroin, and so it's a really condensed form, comes from Mexico. Okay. It's not like the fentanyl shit that they have out now. Okay. It's killing people quick. It's more of it's a denser derivative. And it's more prone to West Coast. Okay.
And you shot it?
Oh, yeah. I tried, and I woke up about 3 hours later, my own barf, still alive, and it didn't work. Yeah. Vegas was just a number of times out there being homeless or trespassing, you get thrown in jail. You get jail.
Tell me what life was like in prison. What was life like for you in prison?
Oh, that's a whole nother world, man. Especially, it's evil. It's a place I'll never go again. If I ever had to go again, I'd probably kill myself.
What was it like? What was everyday life in prison?
If you stay away from the 3 Gs, they call it, gangs, gays, and gambling, you'll be all right. But if you get into any of those 3 things in there, you're more likely to get stuck. And you're fighting every day. It's not a good world, man.
Were you clean there, or did you do drugs there?
No, I stayed clean there. I jumped on the God train, and you know, and stayed on that, so I didn't have to click up and join a
With
group.
any of the other G's, right?
Yeah.
So there's 4 G's.
Yeah, there could be. Yeah.
There's 4, right? God is the 4th, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
yeah, number 1. Yeah.
So you were able to stay clean in jail, right?
I
So
was.
there's an ability to stay clean or stay sober. But
So I stayed sober up until, you know, about 8 months ago.
okay.
You know, my mom's now dying of cancer, and I just couldn't do it no more. I keep using the death excuse. It's not an excuse. I just, I'm getting so old now, man. I'm almost 40, right?
Okay.
And I don't really see a point. I'm not going to be miserable in my life
Right.
and constantly go to these meetings and constantly have to keep myself in check and constantly tell people that I'm an addict, you know, and live that fucking life that I don't want to. I feel hypocritical at that point, you know? And to me now, but now I'm drinking a lot. Because once an addict, always an addict, I know that.
So what?
You know what I'm saying?
When's the last time you did cocaine?
This morning.
Right. Okay. So
And drink.
and drink.
It's my normal routine. I'm functioning, you know, I hold
Right.
3 jobs right now.
Right. So you.
And so it's,
And when's the last time you did like meth?
boy, I wish I could find it down here. I sure can't. It's probably a
Yeah.
good thing.
And
Probably a good
heroin.
About a month ago.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So cocaine and alcohol are your daily drugs.
Definitely.
And so, what do you see for your future? Like, what do you want for? Not what do you see, but what do you want for your future?
I've been, you know, and that's the thing. I've been asking myself this same question a lot. And at this point, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just going day to day.
Yeah.
It's as sad as it might sound.
Yeah. It's,
You know,
it's
it's-
honest. You know. How would there be the right way to get you sober?
I don't know. I've tried so many times.
But there could be a right way, right? There could be.
If I want to. I'm tired of lying to myself. I'm tired of making it a couple of years and then relapsing and just all of a sudden I go into this shame and guilt. You know, and the next thing you know, it's all right. And it doesn't have to be full on. You know, I'm tired of thinking that I'm weak enough. I don't know if I believe it's a disease anymore. I don't believe there's an enzyme in the body that I'm missing that's, you know, betrayed from my family down to my family. I don't know. I almost think it's something to do up here.
Well, there is,
You know.
right? I think you'd be an amazing father. I thank you for coming and talking to us, and I think your story will help a lot of people.
I hope. Sorry if it got a little.
No,
Rough.
you didn't. You're honest, and I want to be honest with you, right? My name is Tanya Williams, and I'm one of the co-owners of Pivot Treatment and Wellness Center.
Oh, wow.
And because you came here, I would love to give you the opportunity to come to Pivot Treatment and Wellness Center for absolutely free and be a part of our program. And we're called Pivot because we believe that we can help people turn their lives around. And I want to help you turn your life around. I believe you can do it. And I want you to want to be sober.
Thank you. I'm gonna really think about it. I really will.
Thank you so much. Really think about it.
I will. I definitely will.
You can do it. All right. There are no coincidences. All right. Today was a purpose. There's a purpose to that.
Rocking my world right now.
Listen.
Yeah.
I want you to do what you can do.
All right.
Okay?